Welcome back to the Act Normal podcast. This is episode number 8. And as you can tell, we're not in a very normal situation. We're in a studio. Mr. Waleed over here,
Dirty
he
studio,
actually
bro.
got, and he went ahead and rented us a studio. But more importantly than the studio is the guest we have sitting next to Mr. Waleed right here. I have a short introduction for you, okay? And so after I say it, you guys gotta clap a little bit. You gotta clap, not you guys. Okay?
I'll clap you.
Alright, ready for this? Introducing to the Act Normal podcast, making his first appearance, is a man who I've known for the last 10 years. The highly skilled right back who has no weak foot. The Singaporean Indian who has a passion for architect and design and who's here to tell us about his wild escapades to Mexico and why Arsenal might win the Champions League. It's Arik Abraham.
No, you guys snap.
Now you gotta clap. Clap for him, clap for him. All right.
Yeah,
That's a good intro.
that's a good intro. Yeah,
Are you want to say something to the camera?
yeah.
Before we get
But
started?
greatest right back in history of Stephen Lewis. So my number is gonna be retired. Gonna be remembered. Maverick knows. So
What number was it?
18.
Oh, tell me how
18.
to.
Okay. All right. So we have a jam-packed episode. We have a lot of things to talk about with Arik.
Yeah.
We try to ignore some things on the way here because we want to save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
But Waleed, do you want to start with one of your first topics?
I don't know my topic.
You want to talk about where we are right now?
Yeah,
a little bit
where
more
are
about
we?
the studio.
Yeah.
So yesterday, Waleed was messaging me a lot about booking a studio for this episode, partially because Arik's here.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to level up our game for Mr. Arik Abraham over here. We're at a studio here.
Oh, well, the real situation is we didn't know where to do it.
Yeah.
No spot.
But we got a very nice studio right here. Got lighting, got the backdrop, got the Christmas tree, sofas. So we're here to take this podcast to another level. So Arik, you are a Singaporean Indian, right? You're born in Singapore,
Yeah,
and you are ethnically Indian.
yeah. Correct.
You recently came back from a trip to India.
Yep.
Let's talk about that. How did it feel going back? After how many years did you go back to
Man,
India?
it's been a while. It's been like at least a decade. So I think 2010 was the last time I went. So about 12 years, 13 years.
13 years.
So I haven't been
wow.
back there like in 13 years. A lot has changed. I mean, India's still India,
Yeah,
you got the rickshaws everywhere, you
cows.
got the cows there. I didn't see as many this time, but
Oh, shit.
I saw like as much as before, but there are still cows roaming around, eating from the freaking like trash and stuff like that. But India's a vibe still, whenever you go back, it's like families there.
Yeah.
And getting to see like my parents' home after so long. It's like,
Nice. And Bangalore, right? You said.
yeah, Bangalore. Which is what we found out.
Speaking of Bangalore.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
like
from there.
Bangalore,
Yeah,
dude.
we just realized, I didn't even know. So after 10 years, he's telling me this, that his like family is actually from there. So
my grandmother's from Bangalore, India.
Yeah, so
And then,
that's crazy.
yeah.
That's wild. I never imagined that.
That's great. Well, we can't do that. It's not allowed.
Why?
It's against the policies, bro.
Bro, they're
Possible.
gonna charge us $20.
Well, you see how
man.
dusty the table is?
Yeah,
bro?
no cap, bro. Okay, so on the car ride here, I asked you like, how Indian are you really?
Yeah.
And then you said like the best way for you to relate to India is through the food. So I want to ask
Yeah.
you, what's your favorite Indian food?
Man, depends. Like I love like North Indian food. I love South Indian food.
Let's say on a night out, you're going with someone who's not Indian.
Where'd you take them?
Where would you take them? And what would you get them?
If they want to like know like our cuisine, which is like from South India, like Malayali cuisine, like then I would like my mom makes good food, so I would say at home. But if we're going outside,
He said no home food.
yeah, I mean that's
Yeah, it's fire,
That's not
bro.
bad.
Where
I
your
didn't
mom
expect
cooks
that.
it.
that is like that's like in like Eastern hospitality is like coming to your
Damn.
parents' home and
He
like.
slapped me with that one.
Yeah, bro, I didn't expect that, to be honest.
No,
So
me
I mean,
neither.
it like because I don't really know any like places where they have like Malayali food here. I know there are some, but it's I don't know how good they are. So I would say like that. But most people like North Indian food. I like North Indian food, so yeah, some naan, butter chicken.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong.
Butter
There you
chicken.
go.
You can never go
Butter
wrong with
chicken's the
that.
best, bro. Butter chicken's actually the best. I
Yeah.
could have that every day if I wanted to.
Yeah,
If I could.
If you could.
I like
without getting a
I
heart
love
attack.
both, man. Like because they're so different. Both like cuisines are like they could be from different countries, honestly.
Literally, yeah. Yeah, because I've recently I had Southeast Indian food,
Yeah.
and I found it very different. It's like very it's very simple, but it's also very good at the same time.
Like Indian food, like
Yeah, no, like Southern food compared to like the normal Indian food that we eat, like
Oh,
butter chicken, naan.
yeah.
I was having the Southern food. It was like there's a lot of like sauces and like
Curries.
plain slices, curries and stuff. The rice was very simple. It wasn't like all mushy and everything. It was kind of dry, but it was also like
Yeah.
very good at the same time because it was different to what I've normally eaten.
Yo, speaking of food, we mentioned our top 3 with Jeremy, right? Top
Yeah.
3 fast food places. We'll ask you. We'll tell you what his is. His is
What was mine? Sizzlo's?
Sizzlo's, Pizza, and
GTA though. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you're
I
not
think I
going
said
to freaking India.
Sizzlos.
No, I'm saying okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess so.
Like here.
No, well, the question wasn't even that. It was not. It was like, which one did you go to the most?
Oh yeah, which
Not
one? Yeah,
even which
what's
one
your
do you think is the
go-to?
best. Which one's
Yeah.
for me? It was Sizzles, Laziz, and Pizza.
Oh, Laziz. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I would say
No, Sizzles, Mary Brown's, and Pizza. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
very well. I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Since I haven't been here for like the last 2 years, I don't know what's there's some new places, man.
Big shot.
Oh.
There are some new places
He's
in
been
that.
around the world, buddy.
Yeah, I've been traveling,
He
bro.
doesn't come to the small towns anymore. Bro.
There was the new plaza next to.
Eglinton?
Eglinton,
Yeah, they got some new stuff there. I haven't been really checking it out, but
There's so much food there.
I heard it's good. But I mean,
Feed all of Africa.
I would say Sizzlos has to be there because we've been there a lot. I mean,
Sizzlos is like, oh, that's our squad.
It's not really for the food so much. The food is decent, but it's more like
The
you know
vibes.
we vibed there for
Yeah.
like a long time with
It's
the
memory.
squad.
It's nostalgic, man.
So I would say that like maybe third. Two, I would say. Like Laziz.
Oh.
Even though I don't
Are
really.
you a big Laziz fan?
Not anymore, but
Yo, he's got it. Okay.
What, like on the rocks?
no, just a chicken shawarma.
Oh,
Like,
the
I don't
shawarma,
really
okay.
get
He's
with
like-
the fries. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Saga is like a lot of shawarma places, so that is a go-to spot.
There's so that plaza has so many
That
shawarma
is-
places.
their standard has gone
It's
down, but I
crazy.
mean, historically, I would have gone for them. And then
Yeah.
one, I don't know, like when I was there in Dallas, I was eating Chipotle.
Oh,
He's not a
Chipotle.
Toronto man, bro. He's
Yeah.
not a Toronto. man.
He's gone,
Yeah,
bro.
but I mean,
Far
like
gone.
He's so.
they have Chipotle here too, but I mean, I don't know how good it is here.
I don't have it because I don't think they have halal chicken, so I don't really go.
Yeah.
I don't want to go for the veggie. I'm not
But it's like
gonna-
really popular there, so I would say Chipotle. I don't tend to eat out too much. Like when I was there, I was just making my own food mostly. But if I have to, fast food, I would go those three.
Yeah.
Where would you put Popeyes?
Popeyes would be like it's in the top 10.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Top 10. Whoa.
Popeyes. It. Oh yeah.
It's up there, like.
What is it? Like your top 10
It's
or top
dropped.
5?
Like in the last 2 months, it's dropped for me. Because the last time I
Yeah.
had it, bro, the chicken was so nasty.
The thing is, like, those places are like hit and miss. Because, like,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are good, but only if they make it actually,
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
it depends on the day you go.
Yeah. Remember that day we went with Jeremy? I only got fries because I didn't want that sandwich. It was just I've just been repulsed by the chicken sandwich for a little
Bro,
bit.
chicken sandwich always get from Quick Chick. That's
place is so good.
Oh my god, their
It's
chicken
so
sandwich from there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's that.
I'm not
I don't know
gonna
why
go Popeyes.
Popeyes.
I'd rather
changed
go
their
to-
fucking recipe.
Rather go to Quick Chick. Okay, we should have asked this question at the beginning of the podcast.
Okay.
But like, you know how we always ask like, how are you? How are you doing? It's like a
Yeah,
very
no, we
general
don't.
statement, and no one really cares like how you're actually doing.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you, how are you really doing, Arik?
I'm doing good, man. We're back here after a while, and just, you know,
I mean, we've been linking up after a very long time.
after a long time, so it's good to be back.
How's your
Yeah,
mental
yeah.
space? How's your physical space? How's everything?
Yeah, it's good. It's I've been working on myself in the last few
Self-improvement?
years, so yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah.
Better than
That's
what we can say.
Huh?
Better than what we can say.
I think we all have our own arcs. There's some things like
Nice pun.
oh, we all have our own arcs. No, we all have like things to work on. Like for example, what are some things that you need to correct in your life, or do you
Correct.
think,
Me
or are you
or
working on? You.
Oh,
It's not
I need a lot of things to correct.
I mean, there's like always things you can like. It depends what kind like aspect. Is it like I mean, you can go to the gym more.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's something I want to like improve more on.
Yeah.
I guess when I'm back in uni, I'll do that more.
Mm-hmm.
And then
He's saying because it's the new year.
No, that's
No,
not.
it's-
That's
I mean,
not.
it's
Oh,
gen-
okay.
That could be a separate.
I've been like I always go to the gym, but like I need to be more consistent. So.
You wanna like, what's your goal? Like, put more muscle, just like be active more, or what?
Yeah, like more like I would say if maybe like a lean aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like not like trying to bulk up too much, but
Mm-hmm.
be reasonably healthy. You know, be reasonably in shape. So
Yeah.
like you don't want to get like fat and like
Exactly. Yeah.
wasting like that. So
Especially like getting skinny fat. That's like
Yeah.
common in our culture.
that's common. Yeah,
It's
so,
very common in our cultures.
Yeah, just
Who's
to be
skinny
just,
fat?
just be.
Skinny fat.
This guy wants
You're
names
just fat.
already.
You're
He
just
wants
fat.
names already.
You're not skinny fat. You're fat.
Yeah.
But you're
What are you
still-
talking about, bro?
What?
I am skinny fat.
Is that
My
what
arms are
skinny fat
thin.
is?
Yeah, arms are thin and belly.
Oh,
That's
I
what
guess
skinny
so.
fat is.
True. This is kind of like a more intimate, like deeper topic. So you're a Christian, right?
Yeah.
And you're a Christian from India, which is like pretty. It's not that uncommon probably over there. I'm sure there's like a lot of Indian Christians.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But like I guess from here, we don't. It's like
It's kind of unheard of.
in my
Yeah.
perspective, it's not very common to see Christian Indians.
Yeah.
So like how's that been for you? Like living in India, living here. Like what kind of interactions do you have with people? How do you feel about that?
Do people ever assume you're something else, like Buddhist?
I mean,
Like Hindu, they'll probably assume
They're
you're
probably,
Hindu.
like,
obviously,
if they
yeah.
do-
I thought he was Hindu.
yeah,
Yeah.
they would have their first guess. I mean, everyone thinks India is like
Yeah.
Hinduism, but like, I mean, India's got like all the major religions, like
Mhm.
every single
Yeah.
Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism.
Judaism probably. Probably very little.
There are Jews.
There are some Jews in Pakistan.
There
too.
are some Jews, yeah.
Very little though.
Most of them have left, but they were. So
They left to Israel.
yeah, left to Israel. So, but all the major religions like literally like are there. So, yeah, it's kind of like unfortunate. People always just think it's only Hinduism, but
Yeah.
the
I'm pretty, yeah, like even my mom used to tell me, like, back when she was growing up, India was like a really nice place. Like, it was perceived as a really nice place by
Yeah.
everyone because it was inclusive and diverse and everything.
yeah.
But like, obviously, recently in the last probably 10 years with Modi in charge, like, I think me and you even had a conversation about that. Like,
Yeah.
that kind of is at risk, that diversity, because
Yeah.
he wants it to be like.
Like India's probably like the really true democracy in the sense of like you've got like so many different religions living in one country,
so many voices.
so many different things. But like it's changing, yeah. Like obviously Hinduism's like the Hindus have a massive like reach with their population.
Yeah, and like not even like not all Hindus, like the extreme, the right wing Hindus who are trying to like. You know about this, right? What they're doing in India? You don't know?
No.
Okay, so like.
I don't know what Modi's trying to do, but I don't know.
Yeah, so like.
Yeah, they're basically trying to like suppress the minorities. So
Yeah, and
like
like
any minority.
in like certain parts of the country, not like every. Like, I'm pretty sure Hyderabad's chilling. Like because we have people we know that are from Hyderabad. They're like, there's no problem over there with Muslims, but certain parts of India, like they're getting like suppressed, like you said, like persecuted, like their rights are being stripped away slightly because like they're trying to convert them to Hinduism and try to make it a Hindu state. That's the goal, right?
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen, obviously,
Like
but
the Hindu version of Zionism.
literally, that's
Yeah.
kind of what it is. It's sad. It's sad to see. But I mean, okay, that got a little bit too deep. But let's talk about your escapades to Mexico. Why were you in Mexico, man?
I want to hear this.
Start from the beginning.
Man.
Why did you go to Mexico?
Well, the main reason was it was a part of my exchange program at the
Right.
university. So like third year, second semester, we got like you have like one semester where you can go abroad.
Yeah.
So like that was something I always wanted to do. I was like before I went to university, I was like that's one thing I want to do an exchange. I didn't know where, so my first choices were actually Spain,
wow.
Madrid, and then Malaga was the second option.
Oh, really?
And then my third choice was Monterrey in Mexico. So I don't know what the reason why I didn't get the first two options, but like that would have been sick. Seeing Madrid win the Champions League there would have been.
Oh my god!
Imagine being in like the Cibeles and like.
Which time period did you go from? Which year?
2022.
2022. Like which month?
Like Feb to June.
Oh, that's like the perfect. That's like the end of the season.
End of the season as well, yeah.
Shit. Oh, damn.
So I didn't get those two options, so I ended up going there,
Mm-hmm.
and it worked out. I mean, it worked out really well because Mexico is one of those only few countries open in the pandemic.
Right.
And at that time, that was when like the new variant was coming out.
Omicron,
right?
Yeah.
So like, bro, they during. I mean, this itself could be like one whole like. I don't want to go too deep into it, but that whole period between September and leading up to Feb, like they canceled on me like twice.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
They were saying like, no, you can't go because it's like the virus is out there.
Yeah.
Well, we're doing this for your well-being. The university saying this to protect you and all that. So I was like, man, this is such BS, bro. Like, let me ask like the other people from other countries that are coming there.
Yeah.
So there was a WhatsApp group chat with
Yeah.
people from Europe, Asia, Latin America,
Yeah.
and like I'd made like a poll, like a Google Sheets forms poll,
Asking who's
asking
going?
them who's going.
Yeah.
Literally 99%, all of them going.
Really?
1% is me.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, so I made a full-on like 10-page report.
Oh, these were from like all over the world.
All over the world.
Oh.
I made a full 10-page report. I sent this to the president of the
Really?
university.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit. That's crazy.
because they were hypocritical. One of my other friends who came with me to to Monterey as well.
Yeah.
His program, like it's like a international business program. So like
Yeah.
for them, they have to go one
Oh,
semester.
okay. Yeah.
So they allowed him, but they didn't allow me. So I was like, okay, that's like direct contradiction. You can't let somebody from the same university go to
Exactly.
the same place and then not let
That's
me go.
crazy.
So I caught them
So you
right-handed.
made a 10-page report. What was in the report?
It was just like outlining like the other people going.
You showed your
I
study.
I made like graphs,
Your
pie
survey.
charts, bro, like bar graphs, bro. I said like,
Oh, like everybody,
I just threw
Maria
like
from-
bare numbers, I was like, I have no clue if they read it or not, but it worked in the
It
end.
worked?
It worked.
What did they say?
Literally the last week before, I started my courses with Carleton, and then like I didn't know if I was gonna go, so like literally 1 week before going, it was voice crack. Yeah, no.
Look right at me like.
I can't focus after the voice crack.
yeah. So I mean, like I wait
Sorry.
literally 1 week before, and then I found out, and then I booked tickets and went.
That's crazy. That's a nice story.
Yeah.
I also
And then-
okay, never mind.
No,
I was gonna say I also have a speech impediment.
that's
start referring to that, man. It's just like guest
You're
drive.
just
On that,
autistic, bro.
yeah.
So you went, and then where were you living in Mexico?
So I went to Monterrey, which is in the north of the country.
And you were living with roommates?
Yeah, I had a roommate. He was from Switzerland. Good guy, man. This guy. He was man. There's one story with him. I'll get to it, but
Okay.
so I was living with him, in the residences of the university.
Yeah.
And then I also had the other guy from my university who's English. He's British, so he was there as well. But over there, man, like we met like so many people like all over the world. Like some of my best friends there. One guy, Tim from Germany, and another guy, Fabrizio from Brazil, bro. Like these guys are my two closest friends.
I feel like I kind of remember these guys because you posted
yeah,
them on your
I might
story
post them a lot, bro.
I might recognize some of them, bro.
Yeah, they were like we grew pretty close there over
That's
there.
nice.
And then there was this bunch of a group of Italians as well, Milan fans. We watched the last day of the Serie A thing today. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
that was crazy. So
Damn.
people from all over, man. It was such a good experience because when you like, go and live by yourself in another country, like you learn so much about like the country you're going to,
Yeah.
the place, but also about yourself. So, like I felt like in that 6 months, like I grew so much as a person, man.
I feel like the vibe that you're giving is that you love Mexico.
Bro, I loved it, man.
You have like a proper place in your heart.
Like I try
for
not to
Mexico.
talk about it too much because people might think I'm like getting like he doesn't like Canada or
Brainwashed.
whatever, or like he's trying to like like go like you talk too much about it. So I try to limit how much I say about it. But
Like
yeah,
with friends and stuff.
yeah, with friends and family, I don't tend to talk about it too much. They know my sentiments about it, but I don't want to come across as like, oh, like this is the best thing since like sliced bread or something, Really, it's like
Since the wheel.
yeah, but it was like, man, what a trip, amazing like experience. Like
Yeah,
I recommend people if they're in university, like if you have the opportunity, like you should go, whichever country it is.
I had the
Next
opportunity to go, but my dad stopped me. I forgot where it was. I think it was probably Mexico or some South American country. But then my dad's like, hell no.
In third year,
I think so. Yeah, in third year.
so you didn't like what he just
It
stopped.
wasn't
We-
the Caribbean?
Wait, what?
No, I'm thinking of
Did I tell you
something
about it? I don't
No?
know. I got this email. It's like summer exchange program. It was summer exchange. It
Oh,
was like a
summer
semester.
else.
It was summer exchange program. But it was like, yeah, but you have to like pay for it yourself as well. And then my dad's like, hell no, bro. It would have been cool. I wasn't that keen on going because I don't think I was mature enough to go.
I still don't think you returned.
No, I've actually never experienced living alone. I just like, I don't know. I guess I've been blessed because I've always had like family around.
This guy's violating
Well,
right
he
now,
can
bro.
get some. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know if you know his like life story, but this guy is basically an orphan. Bro, at this point. He has
Not even close.
I've heard some stuff.
Not
on the
even
podcast.
close.
He has no family, bro. No, like his family's like all over the
Okay,
place.
no, okay. This is what happened, right? So Stephen was finished. We moved to Georgetown to get like cheaper housing,
Yeah.
and then they moved back to Saudi Arabia because my dad found a job there.
Mm-hmm.
So he worked there, and I was basically living alone. I was with my brother, but he would never be at home.
Yeah.
And then I eventually went to Kingston. I lived there alone, properly alone, and then I come back home. I'm still alone.
I think a big reason for this is because the age difference in his family is insane.
Oh, it's insane.
Do you know about it? His age
I've
difference.
heard like
Yeah.
His
so-
oldest brother's like what,
So it's
35?
35, 34, and 31. Just turned
And
31.
this guy's 22.
I'm
So like they
22.
all have like his youngest brother has a kid coming in next month.
Yeah.
And this
literally.
guy's like-
Within like 20 days.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're gonna be an uncle.
I'm already an uncle.
Oh, you already are. You have like freaking nieces, yeah.
I
Oh
have
wow.
2 nieces. Speaking of living alone, let's talk about living alone at the top. Arsenal.
Wait, you guys top the league?
Yeah.
I thought it was Aston Villa.
No, that's third. It's
Oh.
Arsenal Liverpool right now.
Okay.
It's so nice to be an Arsenal fan now. Bro, in high school it used to be the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
But the worst period was like 2020, 2021. Those 2 years.
Was that when the
Lockdown.
documentary was made?
lockdown and like art? Yeah, that was one of the seasons.
I watched that documentary. It was so good.
And then like
Watch. Arsenal
Amazon
documentary
they
Prime.
had one.
Oh, the Amazon. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that happened.
Bro, but that period of like when Arteta came in after we won the FA Cup,
Yeah.
2020 and then 2021 was like.
That was horrible.
I remember we were like 20th at December.
we were coping with that
We were
FA
relegation,
Cup,
bro.
Yeah. I'm
That FA
adjust your microphone. With
that FA Cup was like holding on, keeping his job alive.
There.
Like
Should be good.
that held him on for like a good year.
The reason why I mentioned Arsenal is because that's the only thing that connected us. Because we were playing
Yeah.
football in
When
lunch.
did you guys meet?
So we were playing football in lunch,
Yeah.
and I'm in goal, right? And he's
Yeah.
always up front, so
Yeah.
we'd never see each other.
Yeah.
Because he's always up front.
Which
and then,
grade is this?
Grade 9.
grade,
Or
yeah,
10.
grade 10, grade 11.
Okay.
something like that.
11, yeah.
Yeah, and then some guys, oh, he's an Arsenal fan. And the first question he asked me, Wenger in or Wenger out?
Did I?
Yeah.
That's funny.
What did you say, Wenger out?
No, I said
Wenger in. You think
I said Wenger in at the time, but it was a bad decision.
Wenger in, Wenger out.
Yeah.
Wait, he was still manager at
Yeah.
2017? That's
2018
crazy.
year he left.
2018 is
Wow, dude. Wenger, man.
Yeah, it's only been like 6 years
Yeah.
since he was there.
It's been a long time.
So you guys...
And he just returned to the Emirates like a year
For the
ago.
first
or
time,
something.
yeah.
Okay, Arik was talking in the car about how this year's Champions League could be really wild.
Oh,
So where do you think
fucking
Arsenal
round of
stands
16
in
is
that?
insane. Like,
Where do you think
insane
Arsenal
as in,
stands?
like,
I think,
I think we
well,
can
you know, with
reach
Arsenal, it's always like, if we don't get any injuries,
obviously.
you can predict where we're going
Well,
to finish. But with us, it's always some
It's
stupid thing
injury,
comes
yeah.
up, some like key player gets injured. So
Okay,
Right
so
now-
with
right now,
this
no-
squad,
with the
this
squad as of
performance,
this moment, I
as of
think
this moment.
without
we should be able
injuries,
to get at least quarters. But I hope
At
semis.
least quarter. I say semis. Get into semis.
Because the only reason I say that is because we don't have a good record in the Champions League. That's why.
Porto will slap across.
They're easy. I mean, they're
And then
tough,
next-
I mean,
it
that's
just
what I mean.
depends
you
who
got,
we
you
get
got
next
Porto
round.
for round of 16?
FC Porto.
Yeah.
Wait, who does Madrid, I didn't even see who did Madrid got?
Madrid got PSV.
PSV?
They got some like
Madrid's
every
going through.
good team got a shit team.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Everyone's going.
Yeah,
Everyone
everyone-
was expected to
all
get
the big
except,
teams should go
except for
through.
like Atletico and
It's Inter.
Inter.
Okay, okay. So you think you're saying quarters, you're saying semis.
I say we're gonna get into the semis.
What about the league?
Again, depends. Man City's coming back again, so.
Bro, Kevin De Bruyne's coming back from injury, bro. He grew his hair out, bro.
He-
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long is it?
It's like to like his.
Oh,
like,
shit.
To the,
Yeah, I
like
see
to his
that.
ears.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Let me talk.
Let me tell
Let me talk.
That guy's funny, bro. Okay, I want to go back to the Mexico. I think we need to talk more about that. Because I want to talk about, like, you talked about how you went there and, like, it was a really good experience for you overall. Like, how were your friendships? Like, was it weird making friends at, like, this age? Or was it, like, helpful because you're in a new country? Because I feel like at this age, it's hard for me to make new friends.
Yeah.
But because you're in a new country and you're all alone, I think
Yeah,
that probably
yeah.
adds to it, right?
I think the environment like lends itself because like in that case like everyone they don't know anyone else
Yeah.
and then like everyone
Oh,
else.
true. They were all, no one was actual friends.
Yeah, so like some people were who came from
Okay,
the same
okay.
university, but
Yeah.
most people didn't know each other. So
Yeah.
like in that environment, you all are the same age. You're in Mexico, like people want to be friends, so it's kind of easy, much easier than I think here, like in that
Yeah.
sense.
So what was your biggest like bonding hobby? Like it wasn't soccer, was it? You guys played soccer, but
few
probably
times,
wasn't
yeah.
soccer. What was
Yeah.
the biggest hobby you guys did together?
We went a couple of trips like across the country.
Oh,
So we
I
did
thought he was about to say like trips. As in,
like,
like
acid trips.
no, like traveling. It's traveling to different parts
Yeah.
of the country. Like those were great memories with, like I feel like those like traveling with your friends, like you go so you learn
Road
so
trips
much,
and stuff.
Road trips.
Bro, road trips are. I
And,
always try to get these guys to go on road trips.
you,
I've been trying to get you guys to.
we
go.
did
Wait, which one?
to Kingston.
That's not a road trip, bro.
Bro, that's 3 hours,
fun,
bro.
that was fun.
It's 6 hours.
That was fun. That was fun. But we need to do more. That's what I'm
Like
saying. We
road
don't
trip,
do
okay, that is a road trip. But I mean, like when you say road trip here, it's like going to like Algonquin or
Going
like,
somewhere
north,
isolated, dude. Those are
We
fun.
did go
Let's do
somewhere
it,
north
let's
and
do it.
isolated.
Can we do it?
You're
No,
ungrateful. You're so
Kingston is
ungrateful.
on north. Kingston's just east, bro. Kingston's east.
Northeast.
No. I'm talking about north, like Lake Simcoe, Blue Mountain, those five places. We should go there. Yeah,
Yeah, but just traveling. was
It's a
the main
middle
thing,
planning
yeah.
something.
yeah. And you said you were being a wild boy down in Mexico.
I was not being
Oh,
wild.
You're being a wild boy.
Oh,
Hey, people think this, bro, but I mean,
it wasn't fake news.
People think this.
yeah, no, it was. I mean, we did go to like clubs a few times,
Yeah.
so like that's what I want to say about my roommates. So
This
Like-
is Ottawa?
no, this is Mexico.
This is Mexico, okay.
Yeah, so in Mexico, like my roommate, it was like the first week or 2 weeks in, and like he's actually like he's born the same day as me as well. But
When's
he's
your birthday?
He's 4 years older, May 8th.
May 8th, okay.
So like, he was like he wanted to go to the club, and I wasn't like that like keen at first. I was like, nah, I think I'll sit out this time.
Mm-hmm.
But then eventually I changed my mind. Okay, we'll go together. So we go to like it's a neighboring like locality
Yeah.
in Monterrey.
Okay.
It's called San Pedro.
Okay.
This is like it's like the wealthiest city in all of Latin America.
Oh, really?
There's like Lamborghini showrooms.
Oh, shit.
there
It's
are-
like the little Dubai.
All the rich people in Mexico either live there or in Mexico City in an area called Polanco.
Damn.
So it's wealthy. So the school I was going to, it's actually a private university.
Oh, really?
So
Oh, makes
every
sense.
like it's all the wealthy kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the wealthy kids going there.
Wow.
So like see, I mean that's the whole topic in itself, like seeing their lifestyles, how different it does.
Yeah.
We think here in Canada we're like living some first world like privileged shit, bro. Like nah.
Yeah.
They
Even back home, India, Pakistan,
balling,
there's like
bro.
these luxury areas
They're
where
balling, yeah.
we're like nothing there.
We're nothing. If we think we're like some top shit, bro, we are like down. We're down here.
Top
man.
G's.
Yeah, we're not top G's, bro. They really are living life there.
So how was the club? Like, how's it? Was
Like-
that your first time ever going? to
No,
club?
the one in Ottawa with Turk. was the
Oh,
first
I
time.
want to talk about that too.
We'll get to that later on.
I love how he says Turk as well.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, so how was the
man.
Mexican clubs?
But man, Latin clubs are insane.
Like-
There was one time in we went to, this was in Monterrey. This was in a place called Guanajuato in central Mexico. We went on a trip there.
Okay.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in a club. There's a guy coming down from the roof, rappelling, Uber Eats, rappelling, and he's got sparklers and like the bottles, like champagne bottles.
What are you repelling?
Like you know how like you like rock climbing.
Oh, he's like
Yeah.
jumping like this.
He's literally going down. He's wearing a helmet, mask, and it's like
Oh, man.
sparklers.
He's an Uber Eats delivery?
Uber Eats guy, bro. I'll show you the video bro after. You won't believe it, bro. I mean, it's like sponsored with the
That's
club.
crazy.
Like it's not like a random guy. It's like obviously done with the club, but even just seeing that.
Is it a show or is he actually working?
No, like you know how people order have like bottle service.
Yeah.
Like they order like bottles.
Yeah.
I mean that itself is like ridiculous. They spend like thousands.
It's
on, like,
so, you know how much,
it's so
like
stupid.
over here
It's
it costs like
retarded.
$300 easily for
It's
for
the same
one
there.
service.
It's the same there.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like, I mean, it was not for us. It was for somebody else. But like
yeah.
seeing them guy coming Uber Eats guy rappelling down.
Oh my
With
god.
bottles, bro, and he's like giving it out.
That's
And then there's like
crazy,
these like dwarfs, like actually you know like there's some people with like short like they have
short people, yeah.
Endorse is fine.
yeah, what do you call it? They're dwarfs.
Yeah, dwarf is the
Yeah,
right word.
dwarf.
Like they have like a physical impediment or
Yeah.
whatever. So it's true.
Impairment.
Impairment, whatever. It's what's the difference? It's the same thing.
Impediment, I think, is just like
Mental?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It might be also, but
Dwarfism.
they're like whatever, like 3 feet high, and they're wearing like the
I can't.
It's true. I'll show you the videos, bro. It's actually real.
Sorry, we can't laugh at this, bro.
It's real.
Okay.
And they're wearing, you know, like the TV show Money Heist.
Yeah.
They're
wearing the whole.
They're wearing
Oh
the red
Oh, damn.
suits, and they're coming out, and they're like giving bottles to
Dwarfs?
Dwarfs, yeah, bro, it's wild, man.
Oh my god.
I think they have like the best like nightlife there.
Nightlife, party life.
It's insane.
I watched this show on Prime. I forgot what it was called, but it was based in Mexico, and it was showing this whole life. So I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like the ultra rich and how they party and stuff is
Yeah.
insane, bro.
Yeah.
Is there like a lot of car racing there too?
There might be,
think
but
there should
there
be.
There
probably
should
is.
be, right? Wherever there's like these fast cars, there's
Far-
racing too.
Yeah, there might be, but I wasn't sure of that.
Wow.
But yeah, that's so that my roommate we went to a club,
Yeah.
and like he basically he met this girl that is about to be most likely is gonna be his wife.
Oh damn. Okay.
So
At
it
the
was
club?
yeah at the club. You wouldn't think like
That's
this
crazy.
happening.
What's she doing at the club, dude?
No, she was like normal, like she was like she spotted him,
Oh damn.
and like my roommate's kind of short as
Like
well.
he was doing squats. You spotted.
No, he was just like they caught each
Alright,
other's
buddy,
eyes.
relax.
They caught each other's
Good
eyes.
jokes.
They caught each other's eyes,
Okay.
and you know like
How did you see? Like, did he explain this to you, or did you see this?
I saw it happen.
Oh shit! He's on fall in love.
I
Live in the
turn away. I go like 5 minutes to like get another drink. I come back, they're making out, bro. I'm like,
Whoa!
yeah, bro. Like,
Holy shit!
I was like, yo.
How did you feel at that moment? You felt like a third wheel or something?
No, I was with my other friends,
Okay.
but he was there as well. So obviously, when you say you let them do their own thing,
Bro,
obviously. But
That's crazy. They found that just seems like a classic club
so
hookup.
he's from Switzerland, and he's now
Is he white?
he's actually half Turkish, half white. So
Okay.
he's
okay.
mixed,
Yeah.
but not Turkish actually. What's it called? Kurdistan,
And the girl is from where? Mexico.
Mexico. So like,
Wow, okay.
flash forward now, he's back in Mexico and he's living with her. And
Really?
they're probably gonna get like the wedding's probably gonna be like. in
How old are
10,
they?
26, 27.
Okay, so they're perfect age to get married.
Yeah, that's so crazy. You wouldn't think like in a club that would ever happen.
That's what I'm saying. Cause like
Yeah.
if they start making out in 2 seconds, you wouldn't assume that they're gonna
No,
get married.
like I thought it wouldn't last. It was just like
yeah, it's a
one
club
night.
hookup.
No, but actually like they genuinely like each other.
Then
which is
yeah,
kind of rare.
that's a sign that they're like actually good people.
Yeah.
Like they.
No,
they're-
he's like he's an amazing person.
They have
so
substance to them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not just like shells.
It wasn't just some like one night thing. No, it's actually like
one night stand.
it turned into something like longer. So a lot of people there like found like significant others. I think that's crazy. Not me.
Like the people with you.
Some of my friends, yeah.
Okay.
The Brazilian guy mentioned him.
He
Yeah.
has a topic, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then my
So I got a topic.
other friend there, he also did. Yeah.
I got a topic. It's called personal exclamation mark.
Okay.
That girl from Mexico. Do you remember who I'm talking about?
He knows. But I don't know. If
I have no
Yeah, you
fucking
post on
clue.
your close friend story.
Yeah.
You're not a close
Yeah.
friend.
Oh, my fucking bad, bro.
No, so
I don't even know if he uses.
I don't
Instagram.
use close friends.
he does use Instagram. Yeah, he doesn't even know you're
Yeah.
using Instagram. Okay.
I don't know.
So that girl from your close friend story. What did you tell me about her? You told you that you guys liked each other, right?
Yeah, that was also a different time, same club, different day.
Yeah.
But that's how we met.
At a club.
Same club.
Did
but
you also
different
start making out in 2 seconds?
day. No, I won't go into those kind of details. But like,
Okay, yeah, fair.
but I mean, like, yeah, we got along pretty well. So, she's not from Mexico actually. She's from another country, but
Okay.
uh,
So like, what happened? Like, were you guys were proper
Cuba.
like into each other, or was it just like a short term type of thing?
yeah. I mean, in the end, it was not that long because we came to the conclusion that like she's gonna be there, and like I'm gonna be here. So like,
It's hard to make
it's
it.
not gonna work out.
Yeah,
so
no one's trying to do the.
no one's trying to do
long-term.
that. Like, so
You can like if you're really in love, you can do those things, but that's like scary, bro. Long term
Yeah.
relationships,
Long
overseas,
term or long distance?
long distance. Sorry, long
What's
distance.
a long term distance? A long term
yeah, so
relationship.
like,
is
so like
scary.
long distance.
yeah, like we both came to agreement. It's just like it wouldn't work. So
Damn, but was it hard for you? Like, did you get like attached to her, or were you guys like fine with it?
I mean, at the time it was like a bit difficult, but I mean, we both understood. So
You guys still in contact?
no,
That's crazy. Why? Why not online?
because
Yeah, because I get you, to be honest.
it's kind of like whatever. It's like Vegas, whatever.
You
Like,
can't just go-
what
you
happens in
can't
Vegas
just-
stays in Vegas. It's like there's no need to continue it because like that chapter's over, you know.
Yeah, because if you
So-
really like someone, you can't just. It's weird to just go back to being friends.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like it's like you're in two different places.
Nah, this guy,
Why are you
bro.
laughing,
This
bro?
guy, bro. Nah, this continue.
No, continue.
You're like in two different places, so it's like unless you come back to that same place or a different place and you meet up, it's not gonna happen. So you're wasting
Right.
your time. So
I
So
agree.
since we're on the topic, what's your relationship life look like over your life? Because I feel like we never talked about this, like me and you or me and Willie.
yeah,
and you.
everything was there mostly.
Yeah, nothing before that.
Nothing before
Nothing
that.
after that?
Nothing after that.
Are you like are you you're probably just not interested in that stuff right now, right?
Yeah, I just want to finish my degree and then
Get your life together.
yeah.
What's your plans for marriage? Because you're a Christian, right? Like Christianity push for marriage, right? Your parents probably push for marriage too.
Yeah, but I mean not like arranged or anything, but we'll see what happens. But after I finish my degrees, we'll most likely by then. But I mean, you never know. Like, you can't plan these kind of things. So
Mhm.
we'll see where life takes us.
The guy sitting next to you is
Yeah, that's crazy.
is very like
Yeah, let's hear about his, man.
he's very like down about marriage, like the idea of marriage. Like
Yeah,
are you
I
still,
don't- I
are you
don't
still
like-
like that,
I
or
don't-
have you changed?
No, I'm still like that. I don't like the.
He's very pessimistic
About it.
about finding a girl or like getting married, and he said like you tell him, bro.
What
Like,
is-
what's your situation
Yeah, I just don't feel like it's worth it. Like, what do you gain out of it as a
out of
man?
marriage?
Yeah, you don't get anything. You really don't. Even though I'm living alone, I still say you don't get anything out of it.
Makes sense. I get your
and
point.
I have older siblings too, and I've seen like the whole process.
But-
I've seen a divorce happen. I've seen a
Oh,
remarriage
right.
happen.
Right.
I've seen it all.
So don't you would like the idea of having kids and having a family that's not appealing to you? No,
No.
really.
No.
I mean, I feel like a lot of young people now are like kind of going against
Changing.
it because it's like main thing is like it's expensive. Like the cost of living is like
And
to have a family now in Toronto. Imagine.
the girls are kind of wild, bro. When it, like they add
They
to
don't
the
have-
expenses.
Yeah, and like a lot of the girls
In a
now, they
retarded
don't
way.
have like the standards, bro. Like they're
Yeah,
they're
right.
wilding, bro. They're doing wild stuff.
Nah, girls like okay.
It depends.
I don't
bro.
want to sound like a freaking red pill. Like
Yeah,
I
no.
hate women. Like I swear, girls sometimes they act like they are like this rare commodity, where like we're worth this much, and like I respect women and everything, right? But like there are a lot of girls that you could potentially like talk to, run into.
Yeah.
I think most girls aren't even like that. There's just like a certain standard, a certain sect of girls that. I'm gonna stop talking. 'Cause I'm gonna,
I'm not gonna
I'm
incriminate
gonna say
myself.
something. Bro. No, I'm gonna stop talking.
He stopped
It's just
himself.
like some girls they think they're way more than they actually are,
Oh
and
yeah.
they
that definitely
they value
exists.
themselves so high. It's like
Yeah.
we see videos. I don't know if you know, but in Islam there's like this thing called meher,
Oh,
and then
my
the husband
God.
has to pay
That's
that.
another thing.
The
Like a
husband-
dowry kind of
that's
thing.
Dowry. It's
Yeah.
is it dowry? It's
Yeah, it's
different.
that same thing.
Similar thing. You
You
have to
gotta
basically
pay.
pay it. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you leave her, she has money to live with, right?
Yeah.
It's like a theoretical thing. And like we see videos on Instagram, this girl going and saying, "Oh, what do you think your meher is gonna be?" And then it's like hijabi. He's like,
Oh,
"And what's your
these
meher
two-
gonna
these
be?"
two interviews are
I
too much.
hate those. I hate that girl too.
Oh
The
my
freaking
God.
hijabi, bro. He's like, "Oh my God, Mercedes Benz at 100K, no cap."
Come on.
The hijabi's like, "Slay." And she does that for everyone. Everyone's like, oh, 50K and I'm my back. Like,
Yeah.
bro, what's going on? What's wrong with you guys? Like,
You can't even.
it's
cook
so
either.
it's so like
They're delusional.
it's so delusional. I don't
Like,
get
I don't
it.
even know what world they live in, man. I don't know if it's scripted or not.
Yeah.
Either way, it's just bad. Like that level of delusion is. Like,
Yeah, and I feel like some people see that and like they determine like all girls are like that. But I don't think it's true. I think
No,
it's like a vocal minority.
See, like
that are
the ones that like you would like want to marry, like they're hard to find. They're not probably on social media. or,
exactly.
like,
They're probably on
they're
social
out
media.
there.
They're
They're
quiet.
out there, but it's hard to find.
Yeah, like my idea of a marriage is like building something, right? Building something with your partner and like building a family,
That's the idea. Yeah.
improving your wealth and everything, right? Together.
Yeah, but
as, like, a
most girls don't
partnership.
think like that.
That's what I'm saying. That you got to find a girl who's like willing to like
To do that.
work with
Yeah.
you and
Yeah.
like go through the lows and through the highs too.
I feel like once a girl has a kid too, it
Yeah.
makes it almost impossible for her to feel anything like that, like to want to grow, like financially or grow, you know, in your career too. She kind of just cares about her and her kid.
Yeah, but that's
taking care of
I
a
would like
family.
that though, because I think it's the man's job to like be the spearhead in terms of finance and
Yeah.
everything. But
It's like once they get a kid, they just want to be comfortable at that point. They
Yeah.
don't want to risk anything and be too adventurous. But I
Yeah.
can understand that.
that's good, I think.
Yeah.
Because then that's how you build a family, like a proper,
Yeah.
like well-rounded family.
But then like, if you have like a guy who's still ambitious,
Mhm.
like it cuts him off right there.
Yeah. So when do you think you'll tie the knot?
I
Late
don't know.
20s.
Yeah, I mean that like ideally, who knows? But that would be nice, but we don't know. So
Right. So before Arik went to Mexico, his main university is actually here in Canada in Ottawa. So Arik, tell us about your time in Ottawa because you lived on res over there. That was a big change. That was probably the biggest change at that point, right?
at that point, yeah.
Going from
That was like the first time like going to live on by yourself.
yeah.
For all of us. So
You had 3-4 friends with you from Stephen Lewis.
yeah, I was there. Turk, Tolha was there.
Alright,
So
we're naming.
I mean, they know it, so it's not like it's something like
Yeah, Tarek Telha.
Yeah, so they were there. So yeah, that was. I mean, like you said, Ottawa
Yeah.
is like hit or miss. Oh, you were saying that hit or miss. Nobody like
I didn't-
you were
What
saying
did I
something
say?
like it's the perception of it.
Oh yeah, people mix emotions about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I live right next to Ottawa.
Kingston's not that close.
Wait, what?
It's not that close.
Wait,
Yeah, it's like 2 hours away,
Kingston?
bro. I swear it's like 2
It's
hours
Kingston
away.
and then Ottawa. Like Ottawa's like
No, but
one.
Ottawa's like what, like an hour?
It's like an hour, yeah.
Yeah, it's still close.
Yeah.
It's fucking 3 hours from this.
All I heard from Naveed is that everyone's ugly over there.
Yeah.
Hey,
There's like
Kingston,
bums.
yeah.
There's like bums wash.
At least when I was
Kingston or
there,
Ottawa
like,
too, both.
man, like the pool of selection, man, is pretty poor, bro. It's pretty poor. I'm not gonna lie.
Pool of selection.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. That's what it is.
That's why I went to Mexico.
Yeah, man. That's why I went to Mexico, bro.
God damn. Wait, you said you had a story about your Nigerian roommate?
Yeah, so like this guy, man, he was from like straight off the boat from Nigeria, bro. And like, his like first
Yeah, that reminds me.
he was first time living in Canada.
Yeah.
And I mean they speak English, right?
Yeah.
But their English is a weird English. It's actually like it's called like pidgin English. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Like PIDGEN something.
Yeah.
Why is it called that?
I don't know. It's like a Creole
Okay.
language. It's like a mixture.
Mhm.
So like if you hear this guy speak English, it sounds like English, but it's not. It's
Oh,
actually
shit.
like a Nigerian like kind of mixture language
Oh
with
god.
English.
Okay. They have like a lot of like accents and
A
stuff.
lot of
right?
accents and like they throw in like some English words, but you have like no clue what they're talking about.
Oh shit.
So like this guy would like, man, it was bad, bro. Yeah, like it got so bad. This guy was like using my like my comb and stuff and like
Oh, really?
my soap.
Oh, you
and-
guys couldn't communicate properly.
No, we could. Like
No, but what the fuck is that?
That's messed up.
that's messed up, bro. Like he was, like-
Hygiene. Oh
yeah, I don't know for what reason he started to like use my because it's a shared room, right?
yeah.
And like the room is so like small. It's literally my bed's here, his bed is there. Like we're literally looking at each other, bro. Like it's so weird, bro.
Before that's like the last thing you see before you fall asleep.
Yeah, bro. After like 2.5 months, I was like, I'm done, bro. I'm gonna go to the residence office and like apply for like a new.
He's using your what comb, your brush, hair
Yeah,
brush.
like my
Oh,
yeah, my brush and like comb, and I was like, bruh. That was
you
one
tell,
of
you told him stop and
that was one of the things. The other thing was like at night when you're supposed to be sleeping, this guy's like, he's like on like Skype or I don't know WhatsApp, whatever. He's like talking to his friends back home.
loud as well.
Loud as
I mean,
well,
it's a
bro.
small room.
Small
No
room.
matter how quiet you are, you can still hear.
That plus he's loud. I was like, I couldn't get any sleep, so I was like, I would tell the guy politely like, yo, do you mind like I'm trying to sleep like for tomorrow, and like he wouldn't like listen, bro. I tried to be as like kind to the guy, but like, anyways, like after
Damn.
like 2.5 months, I moved out, bro. It got so bad. I mean, like I'll tell how I'm like Turk probably know the story. Like, Bro, I took my. This is one of the saddest moments of my life, bro. And they know it, bro.
You like put that stick on your back.
Yeah, no, literally that's what it was, bro. I packed my pillow, bro, one night. I think this was like before reading week, and like I had a couple of exams. I was like, yo, I need to sleep, man. Where else am I gonna go? So like I called them at like Turk and Talha at U Ottawa.
Yeah.
They're not too far. They're like maybe 3-4 miles. So like I literally packed my pillow and I went to sleep at their place. Bro.
Really? That's probably so fun, wasn't it?
How long we play FIFA and stuff like that.
How long did you stay there?
No, just that night.
Oh, but you're not allowed to stay there? Is that the rule?
There's some rules like you can do whatever.
Or you should just vibe with them for the rest of the semester.
No, I stayed only that night.
Okay.
Until I got a new roommate.
Okay.
So, yeah, but like, man, like just taking the train and going like there.
Yeah.
I mean, like respect to them.
What time of the night was it?
Like 10.
Okay, it wasn't too bad. But like I heard that those
just
streets get kind of dangerous in Ottawa.
Yeah, like outside their place, there was like this McDonald's. Hella sketch, man. Don't go there.
We only have like a little bit of recollection from Naveed because he used to tell when he was living there, like we would be on Discord calls with him, and then he'll be like, "Yo, I'm gonna go get a McDonald's down the street, like get an ice cream down the street." Dude, Naveed. Okay, Naveed also
Naveed lived with like close to you guys.
No, he wasn't there. He wasn't there first year. Naveed.
Yeah, because he started a year late, I think.
Yeah, he came later.
And then you were in Ottawa, I think. I mean, Mexico.
Yeah.
I think he like.
Oh, so
he
they missed each
he
other.
sat with he sent us a picture with him and Talha in the library.
Yeah, I
one
remember
time.
that one. Yeah,
I remember that. That was
Yeah.
2022.
What did he say he was? I forgot what he captioned that picture.
It was about
You like-
it
what did he
was
say?
some private stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought I called him like a creature or something.
It's like Talha's depressed or something because Talha had his head down.
Oh,
his
so yeah.
No, Talha. When you talk about roommate, I remember
Yeah.
what Naveed was telling us. He had like a crazy roommate too, bro.
As well, right?
He had like this Asian roommate.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, he didn't know his name like the whole semester. That's how like they never interacted, bro.
No way.
Literally never. And that
so
kid was
funny,
like
bro.
wild because he would stay up all night and he would sleep all day.
Just like Naveed.
And all night, no, but Naveed would sleep like so by 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's
he
true,
would
that's
stay
true,
up till like 7, 8 a.m. playing League of Legends all night. And when we were when we would be on the call with him, right, we could hear him from the kid from the room. He's just straight like yelling in Chinese, like like every 5 seconds you just hear him yell.
You just sound like that Fortnite fucking.
And then everyone on call would be like, "Let me tell your roommate to shut the fuck up," like as a joke, right? And Naveed would just be sitting there like, "I can't do shit, bro."
Yeah, they were like, "Yo, call his name."
Yeah, do you know his name? It was, dude. I can't imagine them as roommates, bro.
That's the worst, man. If you get like a terrible roommate.
Yeah,
I
Bro,
think that wasn't
he's-
that bad for Naveed though, right?
I think Naveed was complaining a lot about.
Oh, really?
Because like he was trying to get a different room too. Bro, imagine like you don't get to
Oh
sleep.
no! That was supposed to be like his own room, right? He wasn't supposed to have.
Yeah,
someone
that
else in
kid came
room.
in last second.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's like, "Yo, I got lucky, bro. I got no roommates."
Yeah,
And the last
last
second, this
second.
guy comes in.
Second.
This
You got
League of
sick,
Legends setup, like started playing games,
Man.
bro. Oof, man.
It's
Yo,
just- yeah.
I was gonna say, speaking of roommates, though, because I was doing my mechanics school in Kingston.
Well,
this
everyone has
past
like a
year.
roommate experience
Yeah,
except
okay.
me. Okay.
So you met him, okay? His name was Taka.
Oh, Tucka.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so this guy's from Zimbabwe, straight off the boat from Zimbabwe.
Oh, shit.
He's such a calm guy, and he's like, oh, my people, we're from Zimbabwe. We don't really talk to many people. My people, we live in the jungle. we have lions as pets. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this?
No, wait. We all when we went to the Kingston trip,
Yeah.
right? That's what we went for. He was like scouting areas to live and stuff. So this was one of the apartments that we went. Bro, that apartment was so sketch from the outside. It looked like a place where like,
apartment, bro.
it looks like a place where like murders happen, bro. Like proper like straight out of a murder documentary. But like, wait, so he was very chill. He didn't like intrude or anything.
He was so chill,
Yeah.
and I'd scream at night.
He was
and he still
barely
wouldn't say
there. He
anything.
was barely there, right?
Yeah. He worked overnight.
Yeah,
He worked at the school too, which is hilarious.
that's funny.
He'd come back with a little Queen's shirt.
Wait, does Arik even know that you're taking a year off from university?
No, because so last year, I've completed 2 years of uni, so like 3 years.
3 years.
I need to do my co-op on my last year. I'm
Mhm.
planning on doing a golf though. 'Cause I don't want to live in Kingston.
Oh, you're actually changing to
So you're
golf?
changing. from
Yeah, no, not changing program, changing school.
To golf.
But I have my credits anyway, so I'll switch
Oh,
anyway.
nice.
Either that golf or something close by, so I don't have to like live away.
Yeah.
And so I was doing my mechanic license last year. Like, I didn't finish it though. I was only like halfway,
Mhm.
and I was living in Kingston then. So that's why I was only gone for like a month or two,
Yeah.
and now I'm back here.
So you're starting in
kind
September?
of taking a break right now.
You're planning on starting in September?
Yeah,
That's nice.
or summer, whichever one I can get first. I don't think I can get summer though.
That's sick. Bro.
Yeah, trying to get some electives done.
Yeah, it's like everyone in the squad, like everyone we know is just growing up.
Yeah.
Everyone's in different areas of their life. Like we're talking about this all the time. It's just like whenever me and Art talk, we're like talking about the squad, right? It's like,
Yeah.
so what's this person doing? What's that person doing? But nobody really knows. 'Cause everyone's like in their different areas now.
Yeah.
It's like we're all growing up. Apparently, Ahmed Farag was at the match yesterday, and he's also on, like, remember, like, Aboud's on his own journey. Like, I think Ahmed Farag is too, cause he's like fully off socials. He like did like a social cleanse. Then he grew his hair out and his beard out a lot.
Who?
I remember he has
Ahmed
his hair
Farag?
long, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but he grew out a
'Cause
beard.
he's in like a medical thing, right? Like doctor.
Biomed, I
Yeah,
think
so-
he graduated
Yeah,
like
he
a couple
He's
years
trying to do
ago.
his, what's it called? MCAT?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, MK. He was studying for it and he's working too.
Yeah, so
He went to golf, right?
yeah.
He
yeah,
went to golf, yeah.
That's a lot of work, so I mean I can understand that. Like
Yeah.
I mean it's I think everyone like realizes actually I want to ask you about that. Like what's
Yeah.
your like relationship with like social media? What's your thoughts on it?
Bro, okay, I've been
addicted.
saying.
Nah, he's addicted.
I mean, okay, so first of all, because my profession is very tied up with
Media.
social media, like I understand like the benefits of it, and like I work with it a lot. So because I have to like learn about it, and that's why I'm on it a lot. But over the past couple of years, like a lot of people that I talk to have like deep conversations with, I always tell them like I'm like pretty close to like just I have like this urge inside me to like completely delete social media and just live off it. And I probably will do that at like some point in my life, like when I have a family, because I don't post that much. Like I don't post stories that much. Only like social stuff, not like my personal stuff.
Yeah.
Not that big into it, but like I do enjoy it. Like I enjoy connecting with close friends. I just don't like it as a tool to like branch out and like talk to strangers that much. So I think eventually
Isn't
at
that
one
your
point.
job?
Yeah, but not for personal
Yeah,
stuff.
for
Not
personal.
for personal
Oh,
stuff. Like
okay,
for
I
like
see, I see.
companies and
Yeah.
businesses.
Because that's what I realized. Like now, like all the social media platforms, they kind of are all the same. They do the same things.
Yep.
The functionality is all
Yeah.
the same.
they're all copying each
and
other.
like what I don't like is like originally it started off as a way to like connect with friends and family.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But now it's like all bullshit. You just get like ads. You get
Yeah.
like you're following like everything is on these apps.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
too much things going on.
And dude, oh my, like you guys probably do this too.
bots. Oh my
Huh?
god, the bots.
The bots and like the algorithms, like the way that they're designed to
That
like,
too,
keep you
yeah.
hooked, and it really works.
They're getting
man.
really good now, man.
Bro,
the
I'm
reels are
like-
getting too specific. Bro.
literally, I get out of
Bro,
the
all my reels are just autistic kids doing dumb shit, bro. I like, what am I supposed to do?
I'm seeing people dying. I see Down
What the
syndrome.
fuck?
I see like you know, like there's like this one dwarf family who posts their whole life online, right? And so like the parents had dwarfism and they reproduce and their kids all have dwarfism and stuff,
Okay.
right? So like, dude, they get shit on in the comments like, stop breeding, dude. Every comment's like, who the fuck allowed you to breed? This should be illegal. It's like you're putting your kids through shit. I don't know which side I should take, bro.
The comments are actually probably the most funniest thing
Bro.
about
They could be they're hilarious, but they could be so
could be so
bad.
bad,
There's
yeah.
no censorship
Holy-
in the fucking
There's no
Instagram
Instagram
reels.
That's what I'm saying. Have you seen on TikTok? People post something crazy on TikTok, right?
Of
And they're like,
Instagram Reels.
they're like post this on Instagram Reels and see what happens. Bro. They're like threatening they'll violate you in the comments. But I was gonna say something about social media, but I forgot. It's crazy. Like, oh yeah. So I'll get out of the shower
Yeah.
and I'll check my phone quickly just for 1 second, like see like a message, right? And I'll find myself on Instagram Reels and I'm just standing there with a towel in my hand scrolling Reels.
yeah.
Bro, it's so addictive, man.
Yeah.
You don't even tell. I'm like catching myself. Like, what am I doing? I'm just like out of nowhere. I'm just scrolling reels. It's so like this motion is so addictive now. It's so easy to get into
Yeah.
like caught into it. It's bad, man. Like I need to.
I still think like TikTok is the worst out of them. That's why I don't
so
have
bad.
it. I hate it. I don't,
So
I don't have it
bad.
at all.
I find TikTok and Instagram Reels are the same for me.
They're same. They're getting the
They're
same.
just
yeah.
the same, yeah.
But yeah, but it's kind of like I think like the decline is
What are you
gone
laughing at?
down.
No, I just every Instagram reel I always open the comments, bro.
The comments, yeah.
It's
Sometimes
insane,
you
bro.
just know what the comments are
Gonna
gonna
be
be
like, yeah. Yeah.
Bro, they're crazy, man. Like the ones with like the people who are like a little bit. They have like an old type of face. Like people are like, "Oh, you're from like the 1800s. You're from the freaking like
Middle-
200 BC or something."
Yeah.
Like, bro didn't get the upgrade. They kill me, bro. They're actually hilarious. But they're messed up too. Like,
That's why like actually I think like the best one, as much as like people don't like it here, I'd say like WhatsApp is the best
yeah.
because you can't get addicted to that.
WhatsApp.
I don't even consider it social media though. It
You don't
is. I know
consider
it
it?
is. But like,
But, yeah,
but because of our standards of social media is like pictures,
Yeah.
posts, videos, and all that stuff.
but it's like you can't get addicted to WhatsApp. That's what
Yeah.
I mean. Like it's most functional.
yeah.
Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Nobody really uses social media just to talk to people anymore. That's
Yeah.
what WhatsApp is for.
but actually, yeah. Speaking on the social media thing, I was like, when I was there in Mexico and like I compared it to here, the difference with how people use it is
Yeah.
actually crazy.
Really.
Like
Wait, hold that thought for 1 second. Can you restart that real quick?
It's good. It's good. How did we start it?
Oh, you did?
It's
Okay,
recording,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, I forgot.
the main difference I think is like Like here, everyone uses like Instagram and like
Mm-hmm.
iMessage and everything. There, it's like WhatsApp based everything.
Really, I think that's like a developing country
Like
that's
India, Pakistan, the same thing.
Same thing,
And
WhatsApp.
when I went back just now, like everything is WhatsApp. Just like Mexico,
Yeah.
like they do business through WhatsApp too. Like
yeah,
food
yeah.
delivery
WhatsApp
apps,
is huge.
everything. But like the way they use it too is like, they use like GIFs a lot more.
Really,
Yeah, they use like these
like
stickers.
those good morning gifts.
They no, it's just like just Mexican ones, bro. Like
Mexican
yeah,
one.
they use like what do you call it? Stickers a lot more.
Really,
Uh,
not
oh,
emojis.
Emojis as well.
Emojis too.
So like in general, they use like more like emojis.
Creative ways
yeah.
to communicate.
Whereas we just use like pure text, right?
it's like sup,
yeah.
SUP.
We're so bad with it. They actually use it to the full potential.
Yeah.
So like that's just a cultural difference. Like they're just way more open that way.
That reminded me of something like in India and Pakistan, like you know how like the language kind of translates differently, right?
Yeah.
So they say like there's this word called Jan,
Yeah.
Janu, Jani, and stuff, right? It's like
Good-looking guy.
my huh?
Good looking guy.
Johnny, no, Johnny means like John means life, and if you
Okay.
call someone Johnny, it's like you're my life, like you're that important to me,
Okay.
right? So in Pakistan, like when you're speaking Urdu, like they say it a lot. It's like, oh, Johnny, idhar aa jao,
Yeah.
come here, my life, or
So it's
something.
a term of endearment.
Yeah.
Like,
When they translate it, it's so bad.
it sounds bad. in
Because like my
English.
cousin would
Yeah.
like message me like, "Hi dear," it's always dear,
Dear, yeah.
dear, hi dear, and like they're very affectionate by the way they talk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yo, you told me this.
So one time I was streaming,
Yeah.
and then my cousin from Pakistan came into the chat. And
Bro,
they
I
started
legit
putting the
thought they were
heart
flirting with
emoji,
you, bro.
kiss emoji, love eyes emoji, everything. Bro.
You're like, what's
going
going on? And
crazy.
that's just how they normally
That's
how
how
talk.
they talk.
Yeah, it's
They-
not-
that's
it's
what
not
I'm saying.
weird.
It's similar to that. Like they use emojis
Yeah.
so much and stickers so much.
Yeah.
It's just funny because like over here we're so like nonchalant.
We're so like cold, you know.
mysterious persona.
We don't show emotions here in the West. That's what I realized, and that's what like going back to what you were saying originally, like in the car,
Mhm.
you talk more, like you're more like you want to talk about your sentiments, kind of.
Yeah.
Thing. It's like it's true though. Like here, like everyone kind of keeps it to themselves. you know?
Yeah,
It's a bit
it's
sad.
a very individual society.
Yeah,
That's what capitalism kind of does. I mean, those countries are also capitalist, but like they have a proper culture.
but they still keep the traditions. you
yeah,
know?
exactly.
Where we're from, India, Pakistan, and like even
Speaking of
Latin
keeping the tradition, the national
What?
anthem.
Oh,
You were talking about that.
Yeah.
transition, bro.
So like recently, I
So
think
it was
last
so,
week or
okay,
this
so it was
week-
an NHL game, with the Winnipeg Jets,
okay.
and it was like some middle schoolers that just sung the national anthem, but they switched the lyrics from English to Punjabi.
So like some lines were Punjabi, so the rest were
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
And
Like,
then like
yeah.
there was some outrage. I mean, on social media, there's a lot of outrage, like
from
because
the white Canadians.
yeah, white
Yeah.
Canadians, even
I can understand
even
that,
like just like perceived white, like Hispanic
Yeah.
Canadians,
Yeah.
Jewish Canadians, like there's like, bro, go back to your country, go back to Punjab,
Yeah.
and that stuff is very big right now. Like the right wing like ideology, where like this is like pure Canadian soil. You can only be Canadian here. No diversity. No bring your culture. I feel like
Yeah.
that's grown so much over the past couple years.
Which doesn't make sense to me because that's what Canada's built on. It's built on like so much diversity.
Yeah, but I think there's also a limit to that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I mean, like
It's
we don't.
only,
No
it's
one
only
likes
the people
seeing,
who
like.
colonized Canada that put a limit on it.
Okay, yeah, but like there are some issues that are rising because of this, aren't they?
Like
No,
what?
I think the problem is like it's fine, like diversity and all is fine, and people can like their cultures and they can practice
Yeah.
that. But like you're saying, there's like a limit. You can't just like go in public and like start doing like bhangra dance.
That's
and
what I was
shit, like,
thinking
You know what I
about.
mean? Like okay.
Toronto, Dundas Square, bro.
I'm seeing clips in like super.
Fresco.
Yeah, like people are,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Dude, there's
bro?
like a freaking bhangra
Going
going
on,
on.
bro,
There's like a freaking.
Oh, I
speaker.
saw that.
It's like you come here, you can bring your
Yeah.
tradition. You
Yeah.
put your traditional spin on the Canadian culture that
Yeah.
exists. It's
Yeah.
not that you override the Canadian culture
Yeah.
and just try to like make it all about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I thought
because
that's what the national anthem was.
Yeah, but it's a public
that
service.
national anthem is like a little piece. It's like
Yeah.
arbitrary. Like I'm talking about the general
like
thing.
even like a Hindu's not gonna sing that the way that national anthem because the lyrics is like you're standing on guard for thee.
Yeah.
It's not a thing in Hinduism. It's a thing in Sikhism
What do you mean?
because
Explain that.
Sikhism don't believe in one god. The Hindus don't.
No, I
they
think
believe in multiple
no
gods.
Hinduism they actually do.
In
They
what?
they actually believe in one god. They just have different forms of god.
Yeah.
So the Hindus
So
say
there's
that
still
they're
multiple.
monotheistic religion.
Yeah.
It's not about
They
that.
claim that, but it's not. It's
But,
like
like,
there's
Yeah,
like a billion
like
gods.
they said they have a
Yeah.
different.
They try to say that it's
forms of
one, but
God.
it's not, like you got like a billion, like millions of gods.
It's like God is
Yeah.
like a shapeshifter for them.
Yeah, it's like kind of like if you're gonna come here, like try to integrate with the culture that's here. I mean, you can keep your values and cultures,
Yeah.
but like keep it in private. You know what I mean? Like I don't like when like you're saying like that. Like it's fine, but like there's a limit to it.
Yeah.
You know, like
There's two ends of the extreme. Like, okay, don't come here and become fully whitewashed because that's kind of cringe too. I hate when people do that when they come from Pakistan or India. They're like, you don't even recognize that they're Pakistani because
for South Asians, you mean like in
yeah,
that
yeah,
context, yeah.
they feel like it's embarrassing for them to show
to
that
be
they're
there, yeah.
Pakistani or Indian.
I definitely used to be like that.
Yeah.
Like every time my mom would speak like Urdu with me in public, I'd be like, yo, like
This is with like every immigrant culture. It's when like
Yeah.
I noticed that in
And
Mexico
now I
as
think it's
well,
like flipped. Now everyone
Yeah.
comes here and now they don't want to be
Yeah.
whitewashed
They don't-
at all.
yeah.
They don't want any
There's a
Canadian
shift.
culture.
yeah.
Like, oh, dude, you can't do that. You gotta have like a balance of that.
Balance, yeah.
Because I really dislike people who like shit on their own culture. It just pisses
Yeah.
me. It's like, bro, what are you doing? That's like so disingenuous. You can't even like trust that person as a person anymore because they're shitting on their own culture.
Yeah.
So how will they treat you? You know, and like there just has to be a nice balance. I think our parents did a good job of like instilling that in us,
Yeah.
right? Like growing up. But now the new immigrants that are coming here, it's really weird. I wouldn't be ashamed to like wear our traditional clothes and go into like a grocery store.
No, I wouldn't.
Because that's not a problem, right? Like
No.
not like intentionally to like go there and dance and stuff. Like if I have to go buy some groceries on
Yeah.
Eid, for example,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
and I'm dressed up, I'll go. Like okay, because
Yeah.
we're in Canada and we can do that. No one will like
Yeah.
beat you up for it. But like I won't just go on a normal day start dancing in Freshco. That's kind of crazy.
I got the fucking mangoes.
Mangoes for sale, bro.
That's funny, bro. Yeah, bro. It's
Man.
autistic. It's crazy.
Autistic.
Sorry, not acoustic. It's acoustic. Are you acoustic or are you restarted? This is a little bit serious. You can choose to answer it or not. From an Indian and Christian perspective, how do you view the ongoing war in Palestine?
Oh.
We have to bring this up.
I
Yeah,
know you
obviously.
asked,
Yeah.
Nah, you know, like it's a tough one because I can understand like the perspectives of both sides, but it's like obviously like no one wants war to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm gonna take it from a Christian perspective and like a biblical perspective, like Israel is God's people, like in the
Chosen
Bible.
people, yeah.
Yeah,
Even in the
chosen
Quran, I
people.
think.
So like in a way you can't really. It's not saying that you should be like blinded to like the violence that's happening to Palestinians,
Yeah.
but there is like a tendency for Christians to be on the Israel like side to
Yeah.
support them because of like that's like our religion, like you know
That's what it teaches you.
they're God's chosen people.
Yep.
And even though like they made like the entire story of the Bible is Israelites making mistakes and like God like redeeming them and saving them. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally the whole
Yeah.
story, like condensed. So what they're doing now, maybe they will get punished for it. Who knows? But yeah, it's like it's sad to see like innocent people dying on both sides for for all that's happening. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get like the Quranic perspective, the biblical perspective.
because
like-
the news media, I feel like is like they're looking at it from and because they want to be secular, they don't want to bring religion into it.
Yeah.
But it really is a religious
It is.
conflict. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't talk about the entire thing without bringing up both religions.
Yeah.
Like the news media, I feel has just like been talking about it from. They're not really getting to the crux of it, which is that
No, they don't.
like from the biblical perspective, it's whether you want to say it's like the Palestinians will claim this is our land, but they'll say it from like all the way from like Abraham's time. This has been land promised to us. So like,
Mhm.
whose land is it? Like
Yeah.
it's-
So
it's
would
a
you
really,
say
it's a really tough one?
would you say you're in the middle or would you pick a side?
Like I would say I'm in the middle, but like when people say if you're on the middle, like you're choosing the side of the oppressor and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, for me, it's not my like not my choice, the decision to say anything about it. It's just that whatever God's will happen. Like
Yeah.
if God wants the Palestinian people to be free and have their own land, it'll happen. Or if there's like a two-state solution that happens, then that'll be
Yep.
what it is. But
I mean,
who
like,
knows?
it's very sad to see, obviously, like, bro, like, the past 75 years, like, the situation that they've been in.
yeah,
It's like they've just been thrown into it without any, like, relation to any of the countries. Like, the Brits and the Americans just gave Israel, Palestine, like, I don't know, overnight, they have, like, this huge situation where, like, they're being
Mhm.
occupied and stuff, which is insane. I mean, yeah, I get the religious perspective, but, like, just looking at it from a total human perspective, I think it's clear to see that, like, there's one side that's getting screwed up more than the
but
other.
see that's like with this war, I feel like it's been like really hard to see that because the way I see it is like, yes, that's happening,
Mhm.
but I also see like the Palestinians, they are trying to act like they are the victims completely, which I don't completely buy because I feel also like whether you want to call like Hamas and all a terrorist group, that's what Israel is saying, they're a terrorist group. So from that perspective, you see like, oh, they are trying to like get rid of like that, but at the cost of killing innocent civilians. But then what do you do if like the terrorists are hiding behind hospitals and stuff. Like, it's really tough to like, what's the cleanest way to like get rid of them? You know, like, that's what they're saying. That I mean, I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah. These are the claims. Like, this is basically what mainstream media is saying, right?
There's so many claims that like you can't find the truth. Like,
it is. Yeah, that's true. I think like you said, if they're hiding in certain spaces, like why? So I don't think they should be relentlessly bombing. Like, they're called dumb bombs, where they're just dropping bombs wherever. Whereas there's good bombs, smart bombs, and dumb bombs, basically, where like their difference is like how much intelligence goes behind the bombing, right? A lot of people have suggested like surgical strikes, where they can go on the ground and actually intrude in these areas that are where Hamas
can. It's like
it's harder to do, but it's a
home,
safer
right?
way. And there's been photos released where there's examples of surgical strikes, surgical bombs, where they've actually taken out entire levels of buildings without bringing the whole building down.
Yeah.
So like, Israel always boasts about like their strength of their military, how much money they spent on it, but then they don't really practice that when it comes to this situation, because if they have all these facilities and all this intelligence, why aren't they able to properly figure out where Hamas is hiding specifically? Because they should. They're backed by the U.S. They have all this intel. They have the Mossad, whatever, and all these things. And so it just leads you to believe that
I feel
they're
like with
not
that
interested in that.
I feel like with that it's just then it shows you what's actually happening in the war.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, not between Israel and Palestine, between other countries too.
Yeah.
Like, the reason why they're just trying to take out as many people as they want is to piss off like Iran and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the proxy is just like
There's
another.
so many. Yeah.
The proxy is like a whole other topic, but it's just very discouraging to see like 20,000 people, or it's probably way more now.
It's close to, it has
way
to be
more than 20,000.
It's 20,000. It was 20,000 like a few days ago.
Yeah,
5-6
like
days ago.
just the civilian death toll is just rising. It's just relentless, man. It's tough to
They
see.
told them to go down this border and they bombed.
They bombed that border. Like, I don't know, bro. I mean, I'm clearly pro-Palestinian, and like I'm not gonna push anyone to like pick a side, but like
obviously.
it's just like, I don't know. I can't see the other side, because if you see on like the leaderboard, sorry, the board of like the statistics, like how many deaths. I mean, the deaths is just way disproportionate. It's just like
we mentioned it because it's like popular.
It's trending.
Now.
No, it's like, it's important. I actually wanted to get.
No, like,
and that too,
Yeah, like, but like one point I want to make on that is like they about the two-state thing, right? They've been saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like what they've been saying, from my knowledge, I don't know from.
They've rejected.
They've rejected it a couple of times. So why is that? Like, why don't they want to?
They've rejected it because I think.
Because even the holy site,
it was just unfair, right?
The holy sites in Jerusalem, only Muslims can enter them, I believe. Like,
there's
the Jews
there's one.
I mean, it's a section like technically only Muslims can enter, but like every Ramadan, whenever they're praying in there, the police just barge in.
So the mosque he's talking about, it used to be Jewish people aren't allowed to enter it.
Yeah.
Just for like out of respect, we're not allowed to enter it. Yeah. But now everyone's just getting in there.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, and it slowly happened. It didn't immediately happen. It slowly happened.
And like rejecting the two-state solution, I don't really think that's like something you can hold against the Palestinians, because it's just, I don't know, it's imagine you get barged, your country gets barged into, and just another country gets planted in there, and now they're just like offering you a part of your land back.
Yeah, that's kind of that's what makes it so difficult.
That's like that's mind fucking.
I don't think there's any place on earth where like a similar kind of.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so
unique. It's unprecedented.
It's so difficult to like find a solution.
And recently, I think this very decorated and well-known CNN journalist, this woman, she was let into Gaza, into this hospital that's built by the UAE, right? So it's like kind of like a safe zone type place, and that streamer that I was talking about, he was covering it. He was like, this is the first time in like throughout this whole conflict since October 7th that CNN has shown like an unbiased perspective of what life in Gaza looks like, without having an Israeli guy on the screen telling everyone that this is actually a tactical war, and like just basically propagating for the Israeli side. So he's kind of indicating that like the tides are turning, and like the international community, like everyone, I think only the US and like one other country voted against the ceasefire. Everyone else is against Israel's like what they're doing, they're bombing. So I mean, the tides are definitely turning. I'm sure like within the next month, hopefully, like something will happen. Something major should happen.
UN has had like freaking 10 different votes.
Yeah.
Like so many.
Even Canada voted for ceasefire.
Yeah.
Everyone's voting for ceasefire.
Yeah,
even
but they had so many
allies.
votes, but they just keep canceling the votes.
It's because
it's
America, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's because America. Like you just see one American guy with one of the representatives raising their hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just fucking cancel the whole thing. Like,
Because they have so much power.
yeah, they have so much
It's
power.
so psychotic, man. It's like, how stupid is the world system that we live in, bro?
What's the point of the UN at that point?
Yeah. I mean, that's why everyone hates America. Like, that's why America is probably
Yeah.
going to go down soon. It's insane.
Hopefully.
Well, like, I want to hear your thoughts on like why, like related to this topic, like why, like countries like from the Arab world, like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, like the rich countries, why is it that they never take in refugees or Muslims fleeing other parts of the Middle East?
Yeah, so I can answer for
You can probably
Egypt.
answer more.
I can answer for Egypt because Egypt
is
has a huge thing where Palestine should stay in Palestine. They don't want any Palestinians coming to Egypt because
Right.
once they invite, because okay, there's so many, like, there's Hamas in Palestine right now, right? There's also groups like that in the Sinai Peninsula, which is right next to it. They have similar groups. So imagine taking people from Palestine who are potentially like part of Hamas going into Sinai Peninsula, just creating another like ISIS or some shit.
Yeah.
So that's one big issue. Another thing is just, you know, they don't want to take Palestinians in to just like get rid of Gaza. They want them to keep their
Because
land.
they feel like if they once they let
Yeah.
them in, then Israel's gonna be like, all right, you took some, take more, and over the years, it'll just eradicate every
Yeah.
Palestinian.
I can
Maybe
understand
they'll just
from
take
Egypt
those
for a
guys.
second, but like because they're a neighbor, but like
Yeah.
Saudi, like they have so much
So
money.
so
Saudi's
Saudi,
just-
so they have a weird connection with Israel too. So right before this war started, they were gonna have an agreement with Israel to be public agreement to like with the.
to trade and
It
everything.
wasn't trade. It was like a peace agreement between
Right.
Israel and Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia was with America and America was with Israel.
Western
And then
like influence and everything.
Iran obviously hates that, so they supply all their weapons to Hamas. That's one of their groups.
So that's like
And
a theory, like Iran.
That's not a theory. That's true.
No, that's true. I've heard that.
No. I mean, they did it just to stop that treaty.
Okay, that could be a
October
theory.
7th.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
could be a theory. And then I don't know about Qatar and UAE though.
Honestly,
That's
there's
one
not
thing
too
I
much to answer. I mean, they're just messed up.
It's
for,
it's either most countries.
these countries
who
are very very diluted and
Yeah.
and they're
But
very
I like-
influenced
but
by the
that's-
West.
To me, that's like why I don't understand it because like all the Arab countries are considered like Muslim brotherhood. We will support
Yeah.
you in times of trouble.
Yeah.
But when the times of trouble come, they don't support them. They flee
There-
Christian countries.
There's a lot of
it's
It's so hypocritical. Like,
downfalls.
why
yeah.
do they
Yeah.
want to keep coming to Europe or North America and seek asylum here
Yeah.
when you've got wealthy neighbors? The birthplace of Islam is Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So much money. They're spending that money on Ronaldo, bro. Like, you
Yeah.
can spend that money for your,
Saudi Arabia.
for your brothers. I don't
Saudi
understand
Arabia
that.
is like the one country I don't know how much you know about their history, but you can just basically exclude Saudi Arabia from this. They're part of the reason
So
why
they're
it's
corrupt,
happening.
basically.
It's very corrupt.
Yeah.
They
They're
only
very
care about like their own
they're-
family that's living
yeah.
in the country.
They're,
That's
so
they're
all.
sad,
very
bro.
like
It's
they
messed
just
up.
want so
Considering
much-
like that's the birthplace of
And
Islam.
that's where we pray towards like
Yeah.
Saudi doesn't
Yeah.
speak for Muslims
No,
anymore.
they don't.
I,
They really
I don't know
don't.
if at one point they did, but they don't speak for Muslims anymore. Like
Yeah.
I think most Muslims that you would talk to today, they would condemn most of what Saudi
Of what
Arabia is
Saudi's
doing.
doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know if you know this, but I used to live in Saudi.
Yeah, I've heard
Okay,
that.
so I used to live in the American consulate. Or like I used to go to
I
school
heard
there.
this in another podcast.
Yeah, so that's where all this Western idea came from. They had like their own little village gated. They had all like the like everything that happened in America happened there
Mhm.
in Saudi Arabia,
Mm.
and it just expanded the whole country.
Yep.
That's all. That's literally what's happened.
Exactly.
And I saw
Like,
it,
Saudis were
in,
very
like, live.
strict about having foreign people on their
Oh,
show.
it
They
was-
wouldn't let
yeah,
no
it was
one.
so strict.
And then just because like what was the reason? What was the main? It was for the oil. Like America's like, we're gonna come in and help you dig out your oil and make you
Yeah.
more rich,
Yeah.
right? And then they're like, okay, they can't. They're always succumbing to the money.
Yeah, it is.
that's
That's
like
what it
their
is.
history in a
Yeah.
way. It's like very sad, and they put that above the religion, and above like their
Yeah.
brotherhood.
So they really shouldn't even be called an Islamic country. Like
They're trying to transition. They have like
they just want different
So
traditions.
they have-
are,
wait,
but
wait.
they're moving away from their own values.
yeah, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
what Salman's goal is. The leader right
The
now.
new
That's
leader.
his goal. He's like to
Yeah.
completely assimilate it with Western culture. Because I think are they
That's-
running out of oil?
'cause
Is
that's where
that
the
the
money-
situation?
No, they're not.
So then why are they trying to assimilate?
I don't know.
I think
They're trying to plan for a future where there's no oil. That's what
Yeah.
they're trying to do.
well, they're trying to make that like that glass
The city,
like the city,
that
yeah.
city and like sports events and all
Yeah,
that.
they're trying to, because I think that's
Entertainment and tourism.
that's what what
Yeah.
improved like Europe and all these places when they like added sports. So I
Yeah.
think they're using soccer
They're copying the
especially
model, yeah.
and concerts. So like they have this laws where like music is haram and sexuality and nudity and all this stuff. But then
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj is performing.
But
in
as long
Saudi
as they
Arabia.
get money, it's okay.
Like
yeah.
what is this hypocrisy, bro? It's
Yeah.
insane. It's really messed up. The world that we're living in right now is really messed up in so many ways.
Yeah.
We can talk about any country and there's like look at the country we're living in. This country is what's going on over
It's
here.
gone, bro.
Like
not
everyone
even
over
worth
here
coming
is
here.
so hopeless. Like people are
Is
pissed.
that, so like what do you think is like the sentiment like? So I kind of agree with that sentiment, but like here it's everything seems to be a bit like down at the
In
moment.
Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think that's like post pandemic or it's been happening for a few years?
Post pandemic.
Post-pandemic.
Yeah.
Pandemic.
Yeah, that is a
pandemic
few years, right?
ruined it.
Pre-pandemic, it was okay, I think.
Yeah.
But since the
The
pandemic,
handling of the the amount of time that we were under restrictions, like we weren't allowed to go out,
Yeah.
way longer than any other country, I think, right?
yeah,
Um,
Toronto at least.
Trudeau's reputation's downfall is insane.
Yeah.
Like how he's getting kicked out of mosques when Muslims were the ones who were accepted him first in 2015.
Yeah.
He's getting kicked out of mosques. He's
Yeah.
getting like violated. Like you don't represent us. Housing.
Housing
Like people,
crisis
we can't
is
buy.
mad.
Like we can't buy it. Like I can't. Even, how are we gonna buy houses?
Buy houses.
Oh, I don't know
Like
how.
we have to figure
That's a
something
topic.
out.
Like I don't know if we have time for that. I would love to get into.
We should maybe on like you can come back.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
I want to have you on again, but dude, like how are we gonna buy houses?
That's what my bro's been like saying. Like he's just been saving up the whole time right now.
Yeah,
But it's like
for like a down payment,
yeah. But even then, he's like kind of like disheartened because like.
and then
it's
you
so
gotta
much-
make a certain amount of money every month to
Exactly.
pay it. Oh god,
It's
you
a
have to
trap,
move. You have to
bro.
move somewhere like far or somewhere
Yeah.
remote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I work in real voice crack.
I wasn't gonna point it out.
So like I work in real estate, and then they were showing this new project that they're building in Lindsay, Ontario. I don't know if you know where that is. It's basically where Kingston is, but a little bit further, a little bit further northeast. And the houses were kind of cheap, like 600K. They're starting at 600Ks compared to over here, obviously. And like I'm thinking maybe I'll have to move there. If I have a family and I want to eventually buy a house, then that's my only option. Because who the hell is gonna afford $1.5 million houses here in Saga or in Toronto?
Oh, and Saga's like
Oakville.
2 now.
Oakville, Milton, all these places are,
That's why you moved to Georgetown. Houses there are like 1.2.
and that's still high.
And that's a
still
lot.
high,
Still
yeah.
a lot.
Still so high.
Yeah.
That's
It's so
crazy.
it's
And
so
George,
inflated.
have you ever been to Georgetown?
There's nothing there.
Bro, it's like a farmland.
he,
Bro.
he took me there to like look. I wasn't looking.
There's
at
nothing
anything.
there.
There's nothing
We
there.
just went up and down the mountain and called it a day, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we were talking about this on the last podcast, or like I don't know where. We were talking about on Friday. Canada has. We feel like Canada has always been this country that's been unaffected
Yeah.
on its own. Well, no matter what happens in the world economy,
They're
Canada
fine.
is like stable. But this is for the first time in like many years, Canada is unstable. That, in my
Yeah.
opinion, because I've always seen Canada like, oh, we're just chilling. We're Canada. We're like have
It's
the
like
best
a peaceful
country.
country. It's good.
Canada's always been represented as a good
Yeah.
country, but now it's just like
The
the
reputation
opposite.
is tarnished, bro.
It's opposite.
Mad, like really bad. Even like when I was down in the States, like my own boss is like asking me like, these are Texan guys, like you know how Texans are, bro. It's like
Yeah, they're very
cowboys.
patriotic.
Yeah, they're
dude.
patriotic as well. Super
Yeah,
patriotic.
yeah.
Like they're like what's Justin Trudeau doing up there, man? Like even they're like kind of like so shocked that like Canada is like
Yeah.
going down, like
Yeah.
from their perspective as well. They
And
see.
and bro, like I'm not voting for Trudeau. Like a lot of people aren't voting for Trudeau. No one
so
wants him.
who's
But
his
who the
option?
hell is gonna fix it? You think Pierre Poilievre is gonna
He's
do
the only
anything,
like
bro?
reasonable kind.
He's like a puppet, bro. Like, not a puppet, but like he's just talking, and he's gonna get in because of how bad Trudeau's doing.
Yeah.
Probably,
But I don't think he's gonna fix much. I don't like he might do.
This is like gonna take decades.
Yeah, he's
to
gonna
repair.
do some surface level things, but I don't think we're screwed for a little bit.
Well, I don't think Poilievre is gonna do surface level things. I think he's gonna like fuck the surface, but he's gonna try and get the foundations back.
But you think he's gonna succeed or what?
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, I don't know about succeed, but what he wants to do, it's Trudeau's trying to win the short term votes,
Mm-hmm.
right? By just by showing about immigration and
Yeah.
school systems and all this
Yeah.
other stuff. But he's not solving the root causes of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like he tries to do it. Like if you look in the housing thing, his plans for housing are 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have just enough housing in 10 years time.
He
Like
said
what are you
that
gonna
when
do
he came
from
in
now?
as well,
Yeah.
and nothing's happened.
Yeah. So what
Yeah.
so unfortunately the way Pierre Poilievre is gonna have to fix it is by kind of doing what Trudeau's doing, but a little quicker.
Yeah.
Which is not gonna happen.
Which-
Dude, politics is
I
so
feel like he
depressing,
can
isn't
do
it? It's
that,
like
but-
you have to wait for so long for things to happen,
So many
Yeah.
steps.
and like
Yeah.
you won't even see them happen in your lifetime,
In your
most
life,
likely.
Yeah.
Or you'd be too old to like actually like reap the rewards
Yeah.
of it. It's so, it's really a commitment, man. You have to like commit to like the future
Like this is
generations.
where like democracy kind of like it fails because there's just too much bureaucracy in the way.
yeah,
To
yeah.
get something even simple
To
passed.
get it done, yeah.
Do
It
you know
takes
what
too long.
Pierre's things on Israel and stuff?
He went to he went to pro-Israel rallies.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
I
like,
think so.
does he? Would
He
he?
hasn't said anything, but I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
because like I feel like Canada giving money to Israel just for like weapons and stuff is pretty stupid.
yeah.
If he could like
Yeah.
get rid of that, he says
He wouldn't get- he's not gonna
gonna-
get rid of
That
that.
itself is like so annoying because you see like Canada giving money to Ukraine or Israel. It's like
Yeah, that's
all our taxpayer money is going to wars again. It's like
Yeah.
invest that in us, man. Like I don't
Yeah.
get it. Like
Freaking Eglinton
Three
construction
carbon
doesn't
taxes.
Still,
spend,
yeah.
bro. Construction
carbon
doesn't-
taxes is like
Carbon
oh my
Carbon
God.
taxes.
taxes.
insane.
Can't buy a house, bro. It's a shit show.
We got
man.
so many problems here that we're wasting our money on other problems, other
Yeah.
countries'
It's
problems.
just
Yeah.
everyone's a puppet, bro, because he just has to do it because he's getting told to do it. Like no one's
Because he's
actually the leader,
liberal,
bro.
right?
No one's actually a leader of anything, bro.
He's liberal, as he has to support all their values, all the liberal
Oh,
values.
the whole LGBT shit.
Yeah, that too. That's part of it.
Oh god.
At least Pierre Poilievre is conservative. He doesn't have to worry about
Oh,
that stuff.
is he fully against that stuff?
Yeah, I
Like, is he
think
gonna?
so. Pretty sure
He
he
said he's part of like the leave the kids alone like thing.
Imagine having
Why-
campaign-
That's
that's how sad it is now.
Leave the
We
kids
have a
alone.
campaign for that, man.
That's
Oh my gosh.
crazy. That's. I mean,
It's
that sounds
just-
very
yeah.
sexual. I mean, it is kind of sexual, but
It is. That's the whole point. Like everyone calls.
no, I
everyone
mean
calls
like
people-
touching kids and shit.
Yeah, people call like the teachers that advocate for that stuff like groomers and stuff, which is now like a hate speech, calling
God
someone a
Yeah.
groomer.
They're changing the definitions
Yeah.
of like literally the English language.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what's so messed up.
I remember seeing like this video going viral in June because it's Pride Month, right? So
Yeah.
like it was like the first day of June, and like all the teachers wearing every single color that they could possibly wear, just promoting the shit out of this, right? And all the kids, they're coming in and they all have like dyed hair.
Yeah, they
Like,
don't know what
it
they're.
looks stupid. It looks like very in Willy Wonka's like whatever that shit where he lives. It looks so retarded.
It's satanic, man. Like that whole thing.
Oh, the Satanism, bro. That's growing too.
But it's related to the whole
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah.
man. Like it's so messed up. It's perversion.
What's that guy
bro.
named? Sam Smith. The guy.
Oh, bro.
That guy is so weird.
Bro, and you know what's
I
happening
used
now
to
is
like
like
his music too.
like you were saying, everything is like so messed up now that like they're not even hiding it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're like so public with it, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about something like it's like a conspiracy theory, but like some people told, like, I don't want to say who, but like he was talking to me about it. So there's this thing called the Cabal. Have you heard of it? The Cabal.
I've heard of it.
It's like this group. There's like this. It's kind of like the Illuminati. Like this ultimate leaders. These are the guys who are actually
Yeah.
like supposedly running the world order, and that's who all the world leaders like kind of report to. And then the guy who told me about this, he was telling me like Trump was the guy who was trying to expose the Cabal.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, it's like kind of like might be
Yeah.
far fetched, but like I wouldn't like completely discredit like that idea, like that there is some.
Yeah.
I mean, bro,
actual higher
what they're trying
power.
to do with Trump right now, I feel like it just shows that Trump has so much power over all these like, I don't know what you want to call it, the new world order people, because they literally don't want him to run for president.
I
I
saw
don't know
he
if you saw
got
recently.
disqualified.
Yeah, so like a bunch of states are just taking him off the
yeah.
ballots.
That's
Is it
crazy.
that, or is he just like doing illegal shit,
No, no.
They're, like, finding
well,
everything
they're
to,
trying
like,
to find something to
on him, bro.
You know?
Like,
like the Andrew Tate situation?
Yeah,
they're so
basically.
scared of him. Like, and that's
Yeah.
you never seen him with like any president
I've
before.
never
Like,
seen that.
Well, why are they scared of him, bro? Like
I don't know,
everyone calls him a dumbass. So
He's not
like,
really.
I've seen these debates where like this guy, he wrote a book about Donald Trump following his whole life, right?
Yeah.
And then he said his whole conclusion was like, Donald Trump doesn't know jack about jack, bro. Like he basically like he speaks about a lot of things, but he doesn't actually know anything about presidency, about like the
He's not a
economy and
politician,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
so-
He's not a
He's a
politician.
businessman.
Yeah. So like I don't know if he's not that great of a politician. I guess maybe
No.
he is influential though.
Because he knows he has power. Americans are powerful in general. So if you're president, you have power.
Yeah.
And then, because he's a businessman, he knows how to like talk to people. He knows how to interact with people and other leaders too, like Putin and
Yeah,
Zelensky
yeah.
and all those guys.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he'd be able to like calm a lot of
Because
stuff
of
down.
fraud.
But Biden, and he's an actual puppet to the freaking
Cabal.
the elite.
Yeah, to the Kamala Harris.
Oh, Kamala. I think it's like Cabal.
No,
Kamala Harris?
wait.
That's the vice president.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Kamala
that's
Harris.
who. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's the one who's actually like. You think Biden thinks?
I don't think
That
anything
guy doesn't
she's
have
doing.
brain
No, it's not
cells.
even
Nice
her.
support,
It's the
bro.
freaking. It's the military. The military actually like feeds him shit. That's what they say. Like the American military is actually very involved in the politics
That's why they spend so much money to
of the
maintain
country.
it.
Yeah. And speaking of,
yeah.
what I- what I-
I just want to make a prediction, assuming it happens,
yeah,
is that they don't let Trump run, Biden wins, and then he gets impeached,
impeach.
and then
what?
Kamala Harris from presidency.
But for what? What do you do?
Well, they'll do something.
Make something.
Fine.
Or he dies from old age. Or
No,
something.
but they like him. He's their guy.
Yeah, and then Kamala Harris becomes president.
Why-
That's my prediction.
Why do you
know?
want her to? Oh, you want her
can
to or
clip
no?
it like in 10 years time when it happens.
Okay.
If it doesn't happen, no one clip this.
Bro, North Korea has a crisis. They don't have.
Or?
They have a dying population.
Bro, South
bro.
Korea as well.
Really?
I've heard that
What?
I've heard South Korea could be extinct in like the next 100 years
No. Why do they have a problem?
because they don't give birth. The people are not. They're not reproducing.
They're too like
They're
secular and like they just
no
want
high.
to.
I think same as here and like the Western
High cost?
countries, expensive. There
Oh
as well.
really? I thought they had that shit figured out over there.
No, that's what I've heard. So like, if South Korea, if it happens to them, the Western nations are all following because they have high population,
Yeah.
old populations.
I think North Korea is the most desperate right now because they're so fucked. Like their kids, their population is all starving. Like half, like more than half of them are all starving. They're eating like rats and shit to like
I think the
survive.
lowest, like the countries that are giving the birth the least, is South Korea, after like developed countries, South Korea, Singapore, and then like the European nations follow after that.
I think Germany is one of them.
most
has
of
a
the
very
Western
aging
countries,
population.
most of the Western countries, yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why they need so many immigrants. Look at here, 500K.
yeah,
coming in.
yeah.
We don't need it.
We don't even have houses, bro.
Yeah.
We're bringing in 500K, bro.
Where are they gonna live?
Yeah,
Yeah,
isn't it
exactly.
something they build like 300,000 homes?
They're gonna
but
start
they
putting
only
in
brought
freaking none of it,
500,000?
bro.
They're already leaving, bro. A lot of them come and they see it's like not what
Yeah.
Canada's cracked up to be, and they just leave after
Yeah,
a year.
bro. So, would you prefer America over this?
Bro,
I would 100% prefer
I would-
America.
I prefer Mexico, bro.
Really?
100%. Like, it sounds
Is it
ludicrous.
easy to start like a new life there?
It sounds ludicrous to say, bro, but if you've been there and you've lived there, bro, trust me, they're on the up, man.
Yeah.
India's on the up.
It is
Yeah,
up, yeah.
yep.
People don't want to say China's kind of going down thing, but Mexico, India, people say Nigeria and Africa is coming up
Really?
as well.
I didn't hear about that.
They have nice
Uh,
buildings.
What about like the middle, like Dubai?
I guess the
Dubai
Middle
counted
East as
that?
well. Like they'll be safe, stable, you know.
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't go to Saudi, but
Yeah, I
Dubai.
Dubai?
Shit.
But at least
Can I
because
say that on camera?
What?
I'm going on Umrah on June. Bro.
Oh, they don't care.
Cut that out, bro. Imagine like one person
Imagine, like, Prince-
randomly sees a clip, bro.
you're not allowed.
It's like some-
Imagine,
no, they let me in. It's freaking torch, like chop my head off. Bro, that'd be
No, I don't
crazy.
think like
Clip
talking
it.
bad on the thing thing is a thing there.
It is, bro. You know
In
why?
Saudi?
You know who Hassan Minaj is? The
Yeah.
comedian.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So he had a show on Netflix, and
Yeah.
he did a whole episode on the Saudi government. They contacted Netflix and they made them take the episode
Take that
down.
off. Yeah.
Imagine
That's crazy.
the Saudi government is contacting Netflix, and they have to listen. That's insane. They're the ones who got that journalist killed. Remember Jamal Khashoggi?
yeah,
They got him killed in Istanbul, I think.
Turkey, yeah.
He walked into a consulate and they freaking chopped him up right there. That's insane, bro. Cause he like talk stuff about the government.
I think in the card you said you want to ask me about Andrew Tate or something.
Oh, Andrew Tate. Wait, I didn't want to ask you about it. I think we were just talking about it in general.
Just
But
general.
that
The interview with
his situation is really good. Yeah, the podcast was very
podcast was
fun to
really
watch.
good.
Yeah. Do you have something to add about that?
Yeah, I was gonna say on that. You know, in the podcast you mentioned what you were mentioning earlier, like the cabal thing.
Oh, he did. Oh,
No,
he talked about
You
it.
know, he didn't mention that word, but
Yeah.
he was saying that like, you know, when people get so like high up, like elite, like money can't buy them, right? So then what's the one thing that's gonna give
Control.
you something? Control.
Yeah, I remember.
And so they're trying to do that with him, and so
yeah, exactly.
he's like, if they kill me, you'll know it's.
He
it
said it's
exists,
like he
yeah.
has 3 lives. One is
He has
getting
2
banned,
strikes gone,
and then jailed, and then death.
death. So if they take him, then you know it's for real for sure, man. I don't know.
I mean,
You have
okay,
to
you
conclude.
can say all the bad things you want about Andrew Tate, and I might agree with some of them.
Some
too.
of
Like
them,
he's
yeah.
done messed up shit, and like I wouldn't like
Agree with
I
everything.
wouldn't-
Yeah.
idolize him or like model my life to be just like his.
But he does.
But
say
he does
some-
spit.
some relevant facts.
He's knowledgeable. He's a smart person. He's genuinely smart. Like I would, if you test his IQ, I'm sure he'll be a pretty smart person.
Mhm.
And he has so much experience with like important things, finances, whatever, legal or not. Like he knows what it's like to be wealthy, right? So you can learn from him in a lot of ways without like taking all of his shit for like face value. Not like you don't have to start a freaking webcam service or something, but you can learn a lot of things from him. He's a very knowledgeable guy, and I like watching his stuff because he's so well spoken too.
Yeah.
He can like spit literally.
His brother too is pretty good.
Yeah, his brother too. Yeah. Okay. You good to end it
I'm very
here?
tired now.
He's tired.
All right.
What's that biryani, bro?
Thanks for coming on, Arik Abraham.
Appreciate
This
it.
has been
man.
in the making for a while, actually. Because when you watched one of our
I was
first
well,
episodes,
the first time I started thing was like when I was in Dallas. So I was like,
it was
go down.
early this year.
Yeah, I was like,
and they were like, "Yo, like, bring me on."
Bring
And I'm
me
like,
on.
"Yeah, we will."
I asked him really.
We had so many problems because this guy would never commit to like actually recording the episode. But now we're like,
Yeah.
we've been recording for the last 3 weeks straight. So yeah,
Yeah.
that was good to be on. All right, and the podcast. You know, he had his hand out
Yeah.
before. You just ignored him.
Oh, they caught it.
I look right at the camera too.
It's there,
I went like this, I'm like,
At least I fixed it.
All right, guys. All right, here's to a good season for Arsenal, and here's to reuniting with the squad this winter break.
yes.
Finally.
All right, that's the end of episode number 8. We'll see you next week. Peace. All right. That was sick, bro.
Oh my.